Yes, we've already addressed assertive communication style. And to recap, it is a communication style that is built on mutual respect. Communicating assertively means that you speak up for yourself while respecting the right of others to do the same. Being assertive demonstrates self respect because you are willing to stand up for your rights and interests and express your thoughts and feelings. It also demonstrates that you are sensitive to the rights of others and willing to work constructively to reach a mutually agreeable outcome. Of course, you've noticed that assertive communication keeps coming up, so perhaps it may be a valuable skill to consider practicing, particularly if you feel that you are always focused on the needs of others. Assertiveness is sometimes confused with aggression. Assertive behavior promotes mutual respect and results in trust, acceptance, and cooperation. Aggressive behavior promotes self-interest at the expense of others and results in hostility, mistrust, disrespect, and obstructiveness. Being assertive enables you to stand up for yourself by clearly expressing your rights, interests, thoughts, feelings, and personal boundaries, and to negotiate to a mutually agreeable compromise. Assertive communication includes both verbal and nonverbal communications. The following tips can help you communicate assertively. Use confident body language, make eye contact, smile, maintain an upright, relaxed, open posture, and use smooth movements. Verbalize a clear, confident message. Use I statements. Be specific. Be objective. Be positive. Be calm. And be consistent. Learn to say no. Use the word no and offer an explanation if you choose to. Do not apologize and do not make up excuses. Use a firm, pleasant, clear, and audible tone of voice. State the issue and outcome you would like to achieve. Stay focused, don't digress, or allow the other person to deflect you by digressing into other issues, blame, or judgment. Validate the other person's feelings and issues. Summarize or restate the other person's point of view. Assertive communication is a learned skill. The more you practice it, the easier it will become and the better you will be at it. Effective communication skills are particularly critical when dealing with difficult issues. Consider the following strategies for communicating about tough issues. Talk early. People, especially children, often become aware of an issue sooner than you think. By dealing with an issue sooner rather than later, it is easier to maintain your objectivity and self-control, prevent the issue from escalating, and avoid frustration, stress, and misinformation. Talk privately. Set up a time to talk in a private place where you won't be overheard or interrupted. Initiate the conversation. You may need to be the one to start the conversation. This can be uncomfortable for many people. Consider saying something such as, I'd like to get your input on something that I think will help us work together more effectively. Or, I need your help with something. Can we talk about it soon? Think ahead of time about what you want to say and how you want to say it. Be specific about what the issue is and give concrete examples of things you observed and the impact they have had. If you feel uncomfortable discussing an issue, you may want to practice what you would like to say ahead of time or even role play the conversation with a trusted friend or colleague. Explore the other person's thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. This will help you understand how the person perceives the issue, which can help you address your concerns in a way that takes into account their perspective. In addition, allowing the other person to express their point of view and be heard will help them to feel valued, reduce feelings of defensiveness, and encourage the other person to reciprocate by being open to hearing what you have to say. Talk about your own feelings and be personal. Statements such as I'm worried or concerned I would like and I feel can ease tension and help the other person learn more about your point of view. Be open. It is critical to develop a relationship in which the other person feels comfortable expressing his or her feelings and concerns and asking questions freely. Tailor the message. Different people need different information, have different sensitivities, and require a different vocabulary. In most cases, however, it is usually best to keep explanations short, simple, and straightforward. Be encouraging, supportive, and positive. Don't try to avoid topics because you are uncomfortable, unsure of the answer, or don't have time to discuss them. If you can't address a question or if you don't have an answer, be honest about it. But say you'll try to find out and make certain to follow through. Listen. Listening and responding to what the other person is saying can help you get a feel for what they think or feel about an issue, what they know, and can be a path to discussion. Be honest. Give straightforward and honest information and address all the issues. Honesty builds trust. Avoidance, in whole or in part, may lead to continued or escalated problems or the person having to seek information elsewhere and being misinformed. You don't have to give every single detail, but cover the important points. Be patient. Allow the other person to set a pace that's comfortable for them. Formulate their thoughts and put those thoughts into words. In some cases, the other person may need some time to absorb and reflect on what they have learned. In this case, you may need to continue the discussion later and address any lingering questions or issues. Be prepared for a negative response. Remember that the issue may be difficult for the other person to deal with. You cannot control their reactions, but you can anticipate them and be emotionally ready. Take a step back. If the discussion is escalating into hostility, take a short break from it. Agree on a set time to resume the discussion, and make sure that you do. Finding opportunities for in-person communication can be a challenge. In some cases, however, it is important to set aside quality face-to-face time together to promote communication. Consider the following. Be available. Keep the lines of communication open. Make sure those who may need to contact you know how to reach you. For example, work phone, cell phone, etc. When you are together, take time out to talk, ask questions, and have meaningful conversations. Make a commitment to your relationships. Make your relationships a priority. A relationship is a work in progress. It needs attention and effort to grow. No matter how busy you are, make time to spend quality time together, even if you have to schedule specific time slots on your calendars. Build structure. Part of being able to communicate effectively is making time for meaningful conversations in a setting free of distractions. Schedule time for face-to-face communication. Set a regular weekly meeting to catch up and discuss any issues that have arisen. Consider making at least one dinner a week mandatory for all family members, allowing no telephone interruptions or visits from friends. This gives family members a chance to talk about what's going on and to focus on each other. Seize the moment. Catch up whenever you have an opportunity, though this may require some spontaneity. Being in a car together is almost always a good chance to talk. Ordering a pizza to share when you have a quiet night at home is another way to catch up. Eliminate distractions. Cutting down on distractions such as the computer, the phone, radio, and television sets the stage for conversation. Try not to bury yourself in email, the paper, or a book when it's possible to have a real communication. Schedule and follow through. If someone wants to discuss something at a time when you can't give your full attention, explain why you can't talk. Set a time to talk later, and then carry through. That wraps up social connections and maintaining positive relationships with effective communication skills. Many of these communication skills are simple and seem like common sense. Yes, they are. Taking the time to practice good communication skills can help you to enhance your connections and well-being.